By the close of this day, the Electoral Commission spokesperson came out to reveal that there are more than 30 people have come and picked presidential nomination forms, the intention to stand for president. And for me, I clearly see the system trying to trivialize the presidential race. Dictators across the country want to make PR as if we are not in a dictatorship by propping up young people and very many contenders to run for the presidency so that they can sanitize the process. Because we all know in every electoral cycle, we see people being beaten, we see people dying when it comes to the genuine opposition. So by making PR, they bring other contenders to stand. And I'm going to explain this for better. Before I proceed, let me first play a tape when the spokesperson was saying this. Here's the tape.
The first day of picking forms for all those who wish to contest for President of the Republic of Uganda, we, as the Commission, have given out forms, supporter forms, nomination forms, and guidelines to 51 individuals. And among those 51 individuals, 6 are females and 45 are male. And 2 have picked forms for political parties, and that is Conservative Party and NED, which is the National Economic Empowerment Dialogue Party. The rest...
The person is coming out to say 51 people. That is triviality. They are trivializing the process. 51 people running for president and 6 female. So they are painting a picture. A dictator paints a picture that we are under democracy because he's trying to show the outside world. When the junior opposition comes out to say we are under dictatorship and the outside world sees that there are 50 people running for the presidency, it equates to democracy. That's the PR that General MUSEVENI is playing. You cannot tell the outside world that you are not eating, yet they see that you are becoming fat, even if you are not eating. This is the PR that they play. So they prop up very many people running for president. You ask yourselves, in the past months, we've seen political parties mushrooming, the DF, Mpuga, Muhammad Nsereko Economics, Esmabichi Party, and others. Very many political parties, NED and others. That is PR, Munyagwa's party, the Rusania. The dictator props up these things. For example, in 2021, we saw young people like Katumba Oye paying 20 million to run for the presidency. We saw Willy Mayamba, the lame person. So it was a PR. We saw this woman, Charia. So it is a PR that brings other contenders to sanitize that there is democracy. You cannot tell us that there is no democracy when even ladies and young children can run for the political office. That's the intent. And they give them money. Secondly, the dictator also builds up a notion that you have a choice. That if you don't pick him, you pick another. And you come out to say that we stood maybe 30 people for the president and they picked me. This is a PR in the outside world. Okay? Yet is propping up even younger people. Let's continue.
49 have picked forms as independent aspirants. Districts across the country, that these people who will come to your districts seeking to obtain signatures for support should be given the support that they may need, and that they are doing work and seeking support that is constitutional and that is legal and provided for in the law. What is required?
51 people trivializing the presidential race. As the junior opposition comes out to say protest vote, we must remove the dictator. They trivialize this with other people, young people. We saw people like David and Mageza and others. Today we saw even others. People who are supposed to be home learning how to cook and bathe are coming out to ask to run for presidency. Because we must ask ourselves, in a presidential race, there is a winner, there is a contender, and there are clear losers. In a presidential election, BOBI WINE and MUSEVENI. Either among the two there is a contender and who's going to be a winner. Others are clear losers. How can you tell me that a 22-year-old girl can win the presidency under dictatorship, under revolution, but they prop up and give them finances to trivialize the process? In fact, here is a girl who came out to pick his nomination.
My name is Abigail. came to pick up forms today. It's really been an easy process, and I think anyone that wants to try can come through. It's really not complicated. I expected it to be much harder, but yeah, it's really been easy. So yeah, motivated me. As we grow older, we look at the indifferences in our society, and sometimes we wish the best for the people around us. We keep talking and saying, oh, we wish the government does this and does that, but we never come up to make the change ourselves. So if I want to see a difference in my country, I have to be the difference in my country. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Age?
I'm 22.
Funding your campaign?
Difference in my country, difference in my country. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Age?
I'm 22.
Who is funding your campaign?
Myself. No one behind me.
Supporting you in this?
Not really, no. No one's, not really. Because it's risky standing for president. I've taken a very big leap. So I could have gone for MP, but yeah.
So you can see that it's 22 years. Is that good? I'm not going to disparage him, but these guys are supposed to be home learning how they are supposed to go about their life. Running a country is no mean feat. But because you're under dictatorship, a system that wants to build a narrative that there's democracy, and you come out to say that there's no democracy, they will tell you that even a 20-year-old kid is running, probably still stays under her parents' home roof, probably knows nothing about life. If you give him a budget to dissect it, he can't. What does he know? But because you're under a system that's trying to build a narrative that there's democracy where there isn't, this is what we see. This is what we see. Okay? And for me, we must be vigilant, most especially those who follow the pulse of our country. We are at a juncture where we must be in a revolution, changing the country. These things are going to happen. Not only her, there's also another.
The first day,
who also came out to stand for presidency. And I think here is the tape.
President of Norway. I've just finished Form 6 last year. I'm 20 years old. I've come to aspire for presidency, and I'm looking forward for your votes and support. Everyone who's reading out
that one
there,
has come to
support
for the president. It's not bad to have an ambition, but there are some choreographed candidates. You clearly see the hair he does. I don't want to abuse him because he's like a sister. I have sisters. But this is how the system does their things. A 20-year-old girl Form 6 vacancies to run for president. But the youngest president to ever lead the country in Africa was Valentino Stresa. I think he was 22, and he came through a coup. He never led a country for more than 3 years. Yet he came through a coup, and he had experience in the army. I think he was a captain or something. At least he had some experience. But for you, a 20-year-old girl, a S6 vacancy, what do you think? So the system is propping up these people to put a veil on us as if there is democracy, which, by the way, there isn't. Let's continue.
I ask for your trust. Put your trust in me. I know you're going to be there saying, this is a lady, she's young, she can't do it. Anything. You say that ladies are very emotional, but being emotional, that means you have a sense of humanity. You feel you can pity others. Leadership, that person has to be rude and tough. I will not use that. We are tired of harsh people within our country. When people are going to understand others, people have a sense of humanity within them. And that's me. That's none other than Najemba Jorin. I repeat, Najemba Jorin. Open door, better Uganda. New Uganda, bright Uganda. Pardon?
That's
Open.
The candidate among the people who came out to pick the nomination. So the dictator uses these tactics. I keep on telling people that nobody should ever tell you that MUSEVENI is stupid. There's no person who can lead the country for 40 years when he's a daft. He's a wise man. So it takes a wise man to understand another, so as to have a contestation. We cannot differ when you're in two different positions. You must be on the same positions for us to differ. Okay. Not only her, there is also another person. I think is a student at Makerere.
Our country is at crossroads. Every politician will come out giving us empty promises of ending unemployment, improving our health sector, improving our education sector, and so on. As Team Tumwesige Richard, we are not here to make empty promises. We are here to give solutions and to bring back accountable leadership. We shall solve each and every problem that we see. Go to our hospitals, Vanang. Tutuuka mu malwaliro teri madagala, omusawo omu alina okukola ku balwadde nga 30 olunaku. Ddala lye eggwanga eritusaanidde. Ogende mu ddwaliro nga teri madagala. Is that the Uganda we deserve? No. Look at their salaries.
Those are the young people fighting to be president. So it takes us wise people to look through the world to understand that these people are being used by the system to portray as if we have democracy, to derail the revolution. In fact, they are non-starters. Because in the presidential election, you at least the bare minimum, they don't even have it. So the system puts in non-starters to portray the sign of democracy, to portray as if we're having a peaceful election, since even young ladies are contesting, yet it is on the contrary. Okay? So we must continue fighting for our country. We must continue building the constitution, but also to streamline our democracy. Of course, that's my opinion. And main news truly, Mr. Makinde, Kavye Sulaiman Mawagali, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Kavye Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.